All right, let's talk about cybersecurity. And look, this isn't just for the super techie folks. In a world where so much of our life is online, understanding the risks is basically as important as locking your front door. So let's start by looking at what's really at stake.
And to really get why this is so important, let's just start with a question that honestly gets right to the heart of it all. No, seriously, just take a second. Think about it. All your emails, right? The thousands of photos of your family backed up to the cloud, your work stuff, how you talk to your friends, even where your money is. It's all out there, just existing as digital data on systems that are all connected to each other. So when you put it all together, that's basically a digital treasure chest of your life. It's incredibly valuable, and the challenge of protecting it is a very real and very personal problem for every single one of us. Okay, so to figure out how we actually protect all this stuff, we first need to get our heads around the basic promises that all security is built on. You can think of them as like the three pillars that hold up our entire trustworthy digital world.
The first promise, it's actually super simple: confidentiality. I mean, it's all about keeping secrets, right? It's the guarantee that your private stuff, your DMs, your emails, your health records, is only seen by the people who are supposed to see it. Period. Next up, we've got integrity. This is basically the promise of truth. It's what makes sure that the information you're looking at hasn't been messed with behind the scenes. You know, when you check your bank account, you trust that number is real, not something a hacker just cooked up. That's integrity in action. And that brings us to the final promise: availability. This is the promise of reliability. It just means that your stuff, your data, your services, they're there for you when you actually need them. It's why you can log into your email without getting that super frustrating service unavailable error. Because, let's be real, without availability, our digital tools are pretty much useless. Okay, so we've got the pillars down. Now, let's decode some of the language that security pros use. And don't worry, it's not nearly as complicated as it sounds. Getting these few key terms down is really the key to understanding the risks we're all facing. All right, first things first. You'll hear people throw around information security and cybersecurity like they're the same thing, but they're not exactly. Think of information security as the giant umbrella. It's about protecting information in any form, even a piece of paper on your desk. Cybersecurity is a super important slice of that pie, focused specifically on protecting our digital world, our networks and computer systems. Okay, now let's get into how risk actually happens. A security breach isn't just random bad luck, you know? It's more like a chain reaction. It all starts with an asset. That's just anything you value, like your email account. Then you have a threat, say a hacker. That threat is always looking for a vulnerability, a weakness. And when that threat finds and uses that weakness, that's when you have risk, the potential for something bad to happen. And to make that crystal clear, just think about it like this. A burglar, that's your threat. An unlocked door, that's the vulnerability. The two of them together create the very real risk of a break-in. It is the exact same logic in the digital world. Simple as that. So now that we've got the theory down, let's see how these weak links in the chain show up. Not in some textbook, but in a real-world situation that, honestly, millions of us are in every single day. The one password mistake. Come on, we've all been tempted, right? Using that same simple, easy-to-remember password for absolutely everything, from your main email account to that random online shop you bought a t-shirt from like 3 years ago. It feels convenient, but oh man, is it one of the biggest and most common vulnerabilities out there. And here's how that one tiny mistake can cascade into a total disaster. So that little website you forgot about, it gets breached. The attackers grab your email and that one password you love. What do they do next? They use bots to automatically try that same login combo on every major site imaginable. Your email, your bank, your social media. And as soon as they get a hit, they're in. They've just turned one small leak into a complete takeover of your digital life. And the consequences, they're just devastating. We're not just talking about losing access to one account. We're talking about attackers getting into everything. They can pretend to be you to scam your friends and family. They can rifle through your most personal documents and photos. They can lock you out of your own life. And the cleanup, it is an absolute nightmare of stress, anxiety, and just wasted time. And that whole example brings us to what might be the single most important point of this whole explainer. Technology, it's only one piece of the security puzzle. Yeah, this quote really nails it.
We can have all the most advanced, high-tech security in the world, but at the end of the day, so much of it just comes down to the simple choices that we as humans make.
Just think about it for a second. Attackers don't just hack code, they hack people. They're experts at exploiting our natural human tendencies. Our trust, our desire to be helpful, our sense of urgency. That phishing email that looks like it's from your boss and needs you to click a link right now, that's a perfect example. It's not exploiting a tech flaw, it's exploiting you.
And because it's fundamentally a human problem, the solution has to be human too. You see, security is a shared responsibility. It's not just on the tech companies to fix it. We as individuals have to make smart choices. The companies we work for need to have secure policies. And yeah, policymakers have to create frameworks that help protect all of us. Everybody has a role to play here.
And really, that brings us to the final question. After looking at all of this, from the basic promise of secrecy to the massive danger of one little password, it all boils down to this. What's your role? What's the one small choice you can make, maybe even today, to make your own link in that chain of security just a little bit stronger?